It is up to you to look at your documents and say, if we're short, we get it from everybody else, but we must pay for the recreational facilities here because the master board provides nothing else. We don't have any money. Me, as a villa owner, pay money. He's a private home. He pays money. He pays money. You pay money. The master board has no money. Without the money from the people, this place closes up. And then try to sell a house without a swimming pool or a clubhouse or a tennis court.
That being said, however, the state won't allow that. They would appoint a receiver before that would happen and get the money however they get it.
Tell them how much that costs.
Yeah, that costs a way lot. They would probably pay somebody, I don't know, what do you think, $45,000 a year?
More than that.
What is it going to be resolved?
I think this is covered.
All right.
Oh, let me just say one other thing for people, because I think there are still people who don't seem to understand where the master comes from. We have tried to move this along. Somebody mentioned that we should be trying to move this thing along. I think it was Clyde, maybe somebody else. We have tried everything. We have set depositions for condo members starting in June. The day before the deposition was to take place, they were postponed 4 times. Now the depositions won't take place until November. Who's doing that?
Not by us, we didn't.
Not by you. Well, you better check your board.
You amended the complaint
You
twice.
better check. It has nothing to do with the
Motion
depositions.
for summary judgment.
Has nothing to do with the depositions. They were put off since June. Well, there you go. So, I mean, you know, I state the facts, and you're going to say, oh, no, we didn't do that. Well, you didn't do it.
Yeah.
Other associations doing that probably have the same problems.
Yeah, we don't.
I don't actually know, to be honest with you. Our lawyers have said there are some, but I can't give you any details, unfortunately. There are a lot of associations that are. Let me see if I got this number right. I believe I read that about 55% of the associations in South Florida have up to 50% of their homes in foreclosure. So it's obviously a common problem. And as I said, we're in better shape than most, thank goodness.
Yeah, for the time being.
Okay, trying to move this along. I'm going to reiterate what this assessment, how it breaks down. $45,000 for legal fees for this year through the end of September. $15,000 shortfall for the balance of the year in possible anticipated legal expenses. $5,000 for the hot tub work to bring it into compliance with the revised federal and state standards. And this is much cheaper than originally. You may remember we were looking at $17,000 because we had to put in a reservoir so that the pump wouldn't suction directly off the bottom of the hot tub. And that requirement has been amended so we can simply put in a 2-stage pump and it would be acceptable. So that's good news. That makes it, yes.
Can I just elucidate that? The reason the hot tub is shut down now is that one pump is bad. We didn't fix that pump because of this other situation that the state amended to allow us to change out both pumps that we have for the hot tub, which will cost us approximately $5,000, which we don't have the money for right now. And this is why it's included in the assessment. So if we get that assessment, we'll be able to not only open the hot tub, but avoid spending $17,000 in place of $5,000.
Thank you. Let me just explain, because I think Mr. McGovern asked why it went down from $72,000 to $65,000. We eliminated $5,000 for future bad debt, deciding that it would be better to address that if we get there. So there's 5,000. And we actually, on the legal fees, the final bill that came in for the mediation was 2,000 less than what the original bill was. So that's where that $7,000 came from. Is there any question about that? Okay, at this point, I will entertain a motion to propose the assessment for a total of $65,000 payable over 3 months, which works out to $74 a month for a total of $222 per housing unit for all of the condo units, the villa units, and the single home units. And it will be due November 1st, December 1st, and January 1st to give us the operating capital we need to start the new year with. Any question about that?
I've been out of work for 3 years. We're on a fixed income. There's no way I can do that. Why can't you just divide it out by 12 and it's 12 months?
Well, if you'll come and talk to us, we'll work something out with you.
I'm responsible for posting everything. I want to pay it.
Understand. It's definitely onerous. Anybody else?
Richard, am I assuming that we have no vote?
That's correct. You have no vote. It's the board.
You have no say.
If it makes anyone feel any better, I don't want to pay it either.
I don't either. I've got
But I'm part of the association, and I have to do what's in the law.
Yeah.
You want me to ask $64 to write checks this month?
That's it.
Telling us.
What's the amount of these months?
$54 to buy.
$74 for the next 3 months.
$74 for the next 3 months.
Yes, separate checks.
Separate checks.
Separate coupon.
The villas and the single homes will get separate coupons. I don't know how the condo one association will choose to handle that. But that's, no, we don't send you the coupon.
It's in the bill.
What happens, you know, what happens with the association, you're still going to be, we're going to be assessing.
I can't answer that question.
That's quite possible. But in the meantime, we'll still be trying to reach a solution.
I mean, this isn't the end, paying this assessment.
No, it's probably not. Any other questions?
Just one quick question.
Okay.
Let's say this is all settled. And let's say they've come to an agreement. And the condos pay what they're due, or the bills pay what's due, and so on and so forth. Will the monies be refunded?
I'll put it this way. If the finding is in favor of the master board, the monies to the villa homes and the single family homes would be refunded if it's all the legal costs. If it's 50-50 or some other situation, then it'll be pro rata. Does that make sense?
Understood.
Okay. Anyone else? Go ahead.
Before I make a motion, I would like to address the last statement by Mr. McGovern. Replace the master board. Anybody want to volunteer right now?
Yep.
You can't be on the master board. You don't live here.
I'm an owner.
You can't be. You're an owner, but you're not a resident.
It's not in the documents.
All right. Anybody want to elect him? He can. I'll tell you what. He can take my place.
Good.
See what you get. I'll tell you. I'm serious. You want him? He can take my place.
Good.
Then you get what you deserve. All right. I make a motion that we accept. I make a motion that the proposal for 65,293 housing units payable over 3 months, $74 a month, starting November 1st, December 1st, and January 1st, be approved.
Is there a second?
I second.
Okay, it's been moved by Ike Storch and seconded by Han Levinsky that the assessment be approved as stated. Is there any further discussion among the board?
Yeah, really.
Because we need the money to operate in January. Okay, all in favor of the proposal, raise your right hand. Opposed, the like sign. Okay. The motion carries. The assessment is approved. There being no other business, I'll accept the motion that the meeting is